Ever wondered what really happens behind the scenes during a flight? From how the safest seats are chosen to why airplane food tastes so different, there are countless secrets airlines keep hidden from passengers. In this video, we're diving into some of the most mind-blowing facts about flying that will forever change how you see air travel. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. The mystery behind your boarding pass code. That random string of letters and numbers on your boarding pass might reveal more about you than you think. The passenger name record (PNR) code on your pass holds vital details about you, including your personal information like your date of birth, contact info, and even credit card details. Next time, think twice before tossing your boarding pass in the trash. It could be a hacker's goldmine. The secret code you don't want on your ticket. If you ever see 4 S's on your boarding pass, you might be in for a longer security process. This stands for Secondary Security Screening Selection, meaning you've been flagged for extra screening. This can happen if you book a one-way ticket, purchase last minute, or pay with cash. It's not always a sign of something nefarious, just routine airport security checks, but it can be a hassle. Airlines overbook on purpose. Airlines routinely overbook flights because they expect a certain percentage of passengers to miss their flight. When everyone shows up, it leads to the familiar scenario of airlines asking for volunteers to give up their seats or even bumping passengers involuntarily. It's a calculated risk airlines take to maximize profits, but it can lead to some major headaches for passengers. The takeoff speed for a commercial jet is typically between 150 to 180 miles per hour, 240 to 290 kilometers per hour, depending on the aircraft type, weight, and weather conditions. The plane accelerates to this speed on the runway, where the lift generated by the wings allows it to become airborne. That rush you feel during takeoff, it's the plane reaching incredible speeds, fast enough to lift tons of metal into the sky. How airports scare away birds. You might think fences or walls keep wildlife away from runways, but airports have much stranger solutions. Airports use creative methods to prevent bird strikes, from firing blanks out of cannons to using pigs to eat bird eggs. Some even display giant googly eyes on LEDA screens to scare birds off. With thousands of bird strikes each year, airports will do just about anything to keep their runways safe. Did you know that planes get hit by lightning at least once a year, but you're still perfectly safe inside? Aircraft are designed to conduct lightning strikes safely around the body of the plane, discharging it back into the sky. Next time you hear thunder mid-flight, relax. Modern airplanes are built to handle it. Worried about your chances in a crash? Turns out, not all seats are created equal. According to studies, seats at the back of the plane have the highest survival rates in crashes, with middle seats in the rear being the safest. Next time you're booking a flight, that window seat near the back might just be your best bet. Pilots and flight attendants often don't mention minor turbulence to avoid alarming passengers unnecessarily. Only when it becomes more intense will they alert the cabin. Turbulence is rarely dangerous, but by staying calm, they prevent panic and ensure a smoother experience. It's rare, but what happens if someone dies mid-flight? Some planes have special compartments, known as corpse cupboards, to store bodies in the event of an onboard death. It's a little morbid, but it beats having to keep the deceased in a passenger seat for the rest of the flight. Ever wondered where your waste goes when you flush an airplane toilet? Hint: it's not into the sky. Airplane waste is stored in special tanks and offloaded at the destination. However, blue ice incidents, where frozen waste leaks mid-flight, do occasionally happen. So if you ever see a chunk of blue ice in your yard, definitely don't touch it. Flight attendants can unlock bathroom doors by sliding the lavatory sign and flipping a hidden switch. It's a handy trick for emergencies, but probably not something you should use unless absolutely necessary. Food. Why does airplane food always taste bland, no matter how fancy it looks? The dry air in airplane cabins dulls your sense of taste. Airlines compensate by adding extra salt and sugar to their meals, but it's never quite the same. Want your food to taste better on board? Try wearing noise-canceling headphones to block out the engine noise, which strangely affects taste perception. Water on planes isn't always as clean as you think. Studies have shown that water tanks on planes are rarely clean, and bacteria levels can sometimes be higher than you'd expect. It's safer to stick to bottled water or avoid drinking coffee and tea made with tap water on board. Did you know pilots are not allowed to eat the same meals as each other during a flight? To prevent both the captain and co-pilot from getting food poisoning, they're required to eat different meals. In some cases, one pilot even gets first-class food while the other eats business class. It's an extra safety precaution that ensures someone is always fit to fly. Is first-class food really worth the upgrade? While first-class meals often come with extra perks like champagne, the difference between first and business class meals is usually minor. You might get more courses, but the overall quality isn't drastically better. Unless you're splurging for the luxury, business class might offer the best value for your money. What if two pilots just can't stand each other? Turns out, there's a way for them to avoid flying together. Airlines allow pilots to submit names of colleagues they'd prefer not to fly with, and the system ensures they aren't scheduled on the same flights. It's all about reducing stress and keeping things professional in the cockpit. Do pilots sometimes fall asleep mid-flight? It sounds scary, but it's not uncommon for pilots to take naps while flying. On long flights, pilots will often take controlled naps while the autopilot handles the flying. However, there have been cases of pilots unintentionally dozing off longer than planned. Autopilot is there to keep things under control, but it's still a good reason to appreciate well-rested crew members. Pilots have access to their own oxygen supply that lasts much longer than the masks in the cabin. Pilot masks are designed for extended use, ensuring they can manage the flight safely. This extra supply gives pilots the time they need to get to a lower altitude or land in case of emergency. Flight attendants use discrete codes and hand signals to communicate issues or check in on passengers without causing alarm. These codes can refer to everything from a medical emergency to a difficult passenger, helping the crew manage situations calmly. The next time you see a subtle exchange between the crew, there may be more going on behind the scenes than you realize. That chime isn't just about seatbelts. We all know the seatbelt sign chime, but did you know there are hidden meanings behind other in-flight sounds? A single chime might mean turbulence is coming, while multiple chimes could signal a more serious issue. Ever wonder where flight attendants disappear to during long-haul flights? They're not just hiding in the galley. Most long-haul flights have hidden rest compartments where crew members can catch some sleep. These bunk beds are tucked away in small, private areas above the main cabin. It's one of the perks of the job and crucial to keeping the crew well rested for safety. Ever seen those small triangles near airplane windows? They're not just for decoration. These markers show flight attendants the best spot to check the wings from inside the plane, especially during mid-flight inspections for potential issues. If you're sitting near one, don't panic when a crew member starts looking out the window. Airlines know your mood. Airlines train flight attendants to recognize subtle signs of anxiety, anger, or discomfort in passengers. They're taught to diffuse tense situations or offer calming reassurances before any complaints or incidents escalate. Flight attendants are not just there for service, they're also highly skilled at reading passengers and keeping the cabin calm, often before you even realize you're stressed. Are airlines secretly watching you on board? Some airlines have begun installing small cameras in seatback entertainment systems, though they claim the cameras are not activated. These are meant for future tech like video calling, but the presence of these cameras has raised concerns about passenger privacy. While there's no evidence that they're being used right now, the idea of hidden cameras on planes is unsettling for many passengers. Could there be law enforcement officers sitting right next to you and you wouldn't even know it? Yes, many countries deploy undercover air marshals on certain flights to ensure the safety of passengers and crew. These specially trained officers blend in with passengers and are tasked with preventing or responding to potential threats, such as terrorism or unruly behavior. Their presence isn't announced to avoid drawing attention. Ever notice the tiny hole at the bottom of airplane windows and wonder what it's for? This little bleed hole helps balance cabin pressure between the inner and outer window panes and prevents fogging. It's a small but mighty feature that plays a crucial role in keeping the windows and you safe at high altitudes. Airplane cabins are drier than the desert. With humidity levels as low as 10%, airplane air can seriously dehydrate you, which is why it's so important to drink plenty of water during your flight. Next time you fly, skip the alcohol and caffeine. They'll only dehydrate you more. The real reason babies cry during takeoff and landing. Their sensitive ears can't equalize the pressure changes as easily as adults can, causing discomfort and pain. If you're flying with a baby, make sure to give them a pacifier or bottle to help ease the pressure. Airlines control the oxygen levels in the cabin and sometimes lower them slightly, which can make you feel more tired. This encourages passengers to relax, sleep, and stay calm during the flight, leading to a quieter and smoother experience for the crew. That mid-flight drowsiness you feel might not just be jet lag, it could be part of the airline's subtle way of keeping the peace on board. Oxygen masks don't last as long as you think. In the event of a cabin pressure drop, those oxygen masks only provide about 12 to 15 minutes of oxygen. While this may sound alarming, it's designed to give pilots enough time to descend to a safe altitude where passengers can breathe normally again. It's a small window of time, but it's enough to get everyone to safety, so breathe easy. Have you ever wondered why the cabin lights dim before landing at night? Dimming the lights before landing or takeoff during the night isn't just for ambience. It helps your eyes adjust to the darkness outside, making it easier for passengers to evacuate quickly if an emergency occurs. Why do the wings appear to disassemble during landing? What you're seeing are the flaps and spoilers on the wings being deployed. Flaps extend to increase the surface area of the wing, which helps generate more lift at slower speeds, while spoilers reduce lift and help slow the plane down. This combination is essential for safe, controlled landings. Far from falling apart, the wings are actually adjusting to help the plane slow down and land smoothly, showing just how advanced airplane engineering really is. Why do bags get lost? Ever wonder why your luggage sometimes doesn't make it to your destination? Lost luggage often happens due to mishandling during tight layovers, human error, or technical malfunctions in the baggage handling system. When there's little time between connecting flights, bags might not make it to the next plane in time. Additionally, tags can be mislabeled or damaged, causing confusion. While airlines are improving systems to minimize this, it's always wise to label your bag clearly and keep essential items in your carry-on. The mystery of unclaimed baggage auctions. Ever wonder what happens to all that lost luggage that's never claimed? Airlines hold auctions for unclaimed baggage after 90 days. Items are sold to the highest bidder, with some unclaimed luggage containing surprising treasures, jewelry, electronics, and even rare collectibles. Entire businesses are built around reselling these lost items. So, if you've ever lost your luggage for good, it might be sitting in an auction house somewhere. Flying might seem routine, but there's a whole world of secrets hidden just behind the curtain. From the hidden compartments to the science behind airplane food, now you know what really goes on during your flight. Which of these secrets surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the wired world of curiosity.